Your bunch, they kept coming back at you and challenged you 5, 6, 7 times. It seemed like your bunch held strong in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and that's an experienced team we were playing. So really good job of our guys of not panicking really the entire night, even down to the possession where Kyle's inbound the basketball and they overplay Jameer. Maurice back cuts, Kyle delivers a pass. So overall, a lot of good things, and continue to learn at the end of games and not panic.
The stretch that each one had for you in the second quarter, I mean, how neat was that to see? I mean, you obviously had it flowing and didn't miss a shot all night.
Yeah, and that's a great job of, first of all, him stepping up and making those shots, and then also of guys finding him. A lot of times that's the hardest thing to do. You get a guy rolling, and either you try hard to get to him or you don't get the ball to him. I think overall the guys found him. He did a great job of sprinting to his spot and knocking down shots.
How big was Aaron's play for you guys tonight? It seemed like he really got things going early on in the first quarter, and then in the fourth he hit that big three. So how big was it?
Yeah, he was pretty aggressive tonight, and it was good for our team. I think overall we let him probably play 11.5 minutes in that first quarter. So he had it really going for us, so we established ourselves on the offensive end, and he was good defensively also.
Jacque, what did you see from Kyle throughout the game, and then particularly on his block of that potential game-tying three-pointer?
Yeah, it just really shows how he's getting better on a daily basis. He was locked into the possession. He knew what we were doing defensively. He gets a block without fouling. And this is after, we run a play on the other end. Aaron throws him a pass, short corner shot that he misses. Playing forward, not letting him that next possession affect him. So that's tremendous. That's what we want to see.
Coach, what did you make of Dwayne's second start of the season, especially on, he got a career high in rebounds and showed off that jumper with the shot clock going down and had that big dunk for you in the fourth quarter. Just talk about his performance.
It's tough to do. It's tough for guys to recognize and accept what they do and just continue to do it. He's done that since he's been here. You see him get an offensive rebound. If he's not in position, he'll bring it out and give us another possession. Those things matter, and he understands that. He rolls to the rim. He might not get it. In the fourth quarter, he did get it. He ended up putting it in the bucket for us. He's long. He blocked some shots for us tonight, and he was aggressive running the floor every possession.
Coach, what did you see from the Nets in the third quarter that really let them get back into the game?
Yeah, overall, I think we dodged a few shots early in the game with Teletovic, and he missed some shots that he had, and there's space. Thornton came into the game, made a couple shots, so overall they got a chance to get downhill into us and get to the paint, which caused some problems. But again, we made a few adjustments, and we were able to stay the course.
Coach, Andrew had 7 points in the first half. Looked to be a lot more comfortable out there than he has been in the past few weeks. Do you see anything differently out of him, or was he just doing what he was doing at the beginning of the season?
The great thing is those are the exact same shots he took yesterday in practice. And so that's what this thing's about. You come to work, you do your job every day, and a lot of times you live with the consequences. He's put in the work, whether it's before the game, whether it's in practice, and just a matter of time until you get your rhythm back. And it was good to see the ball go in for him tonight.
Jacque, I asked you earlier about each one had 14 in that second quarter, but in the third quarter he hits a shot to end the period. It kind of seemed like it stabilized you. They had made a run at you. It gave you like a 5-point lead going into the fourth. Did that one kind of stabilize you?
Yeah, and that's one of those we're talking about where Vic gets that rebound. It's probably between 4 and 6 on the shot clock. Changes hands, kicks it up to Etwan, so he found him, then Etwan makes the bucket. So those are possessions that a lot of times give you a little bit of momentum just because it is at the end of a quarter. So great job by our guys finding him and him knocking down shots.
We've talked a lot over the course of the season about growth and execution late in games when the score is close. What did you feel the guys learned or put to practice today in being able to execute on the offensive end the way they did and coming up with the defensive stop when they needed to?
Yeah, a lot of different possessions of first of all, being locked in defensively, knowing what we were doing. I think we pretty much were engaged in every coverage that we had tonight. Then offensively, execution-wise, whether it was Kyle's short jumper, whether it was Kyle inbound the basketball after he made a shot, getting the ball into Jameer, all those things, you have to practice those. And sometimes they can be high risk in different games, but overall, we've learned from it. And then, to me, one of the best possessions, like I mentioned earlier, was Kyle not panicking on the inbound, throwing a backdoor pass to Maurice.
Go ahead. Coach, with only a few games left in the season here, how do you keep the guys focused and tell them, you know, what we do here in the last little bit can carry on into the off season?
I think the best thing, and I've preached it, and I'll continue to, because that's what we're about, is you know, it's not like we come in and it's something different every day. We're consistent in our approach. I want these guys to appreciate what they do for a living, and that's coming to work and enjoying the people around you, enjoying this game that you're blessed to have an opportunity to play with. We come to work every day, we get better, and that's what we do. And I'll keep pushing these guys, and we'll see how far we can go.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Coach.